It's been 2 years since the victory, man.
Not 2 years.
2020?
Was that long?
Yeah,
God damn, shit.
It's the Showtime swag officially back.
Man, I had a hard training camp, but last year was all new for me, man. Like coming to a new organization, a lot of adjustments were made, but I just refocused, man. I've been here before. I had losses in a row. I know how to redo it. I just had a baby, so a lot of motivation this camp.
How great is it going to be to go back home to her daughter?
I cannot wait. I can't. My older daughter too. I was telling you guys earlier, she's the biggest critic. I can't wait to call her. I'm like, you see that one? Yeah.
Anthony, you said last year that your mother had a vision, you and your brother both simultaneously.
Yup.
It looks like you're taking steps towards that direction.
She had a dream, man. For some reason, she had like before my last daughter was. Even before we told her I was pregnant. My wife was pregnant. She was like, I had a dream you had a baby. I'm like, dang, how does my mom know these things? It's crazy. But yeah, man, I'm on the way. You know, like I'm not gonna get big-headed. Go right back to camp. I got 3 more fights to win. And I got 2 tough dudes in front of me, Clay Collard and Haush Menifee. I want both of them guys.
Anthony, how's it feel to get that swag back, man? You're out there with your chest, head up high, man. It's been a minute since we've seen you like this.
Yeah, man, I think it just comes from the work. You know, last season, I didn't put in the right amount of work. You know, I tried to do a 2-month training camp for a 4-season fight, and that's not how this thing works. Like the season format, totally different than what I was used to. So, you know, I feel like the training gives me the confidence that I had in there, man, and the coaches that I got, bro. Like Jorge Capetillo, Duke Rufus has never been not be in my corner. Diego Marias and all the training partners back home, man. I just had a great camp.
I asked Roy same question I'm gonna ask you.
Did Roy get 6 points? Hell yeah, dope. I didn't know that.
Is this the Anthony Showtime Pettis that you wanted to be last year?
Oh yeah, man. You know, getting a finish like that in the first round is what I was trying to do. But I was trying to do it with Showtime moves. This one, even when I was on guard, you know, I stayed in guard. I played it safe. I could have got up and did a spin or some crazy stuff, but I was like, you know what? Let me just maintain this position, see what happens here. I felt him breaking on the ground too. He shot up a couple triangles, and you know, it didn't go his way. And then I almost had his arm trapped, and that's where he got scared, and that made that scramble happen. And he reversed me though. Like it was a good reversal. So. Yeah, man, it was a fun fight. You know, it feels good to get a win and be able to go back and look at that performance and go right back to work.
You told us on the press conference that you were trying to go like more patience, more calm to the fight. We saw that because you hit him with the uppercut when he was on the floor, and you decided to go on top of him and fight a little bit more smart.
Exactly.
It was something that you were preparing yourself the entire camp.
Yeah, man, because I knew, like, you know, if I didn't get the finish, I had to save my body. Like, I didn't want to get beat up. I mean, I came out there flawless. You know, I get right back to camp. The last lightweight division, them guys all went to war. Now I've seen all them guys. I'm sure they all got bumps and bruises. So I'm going right back to camp, flawless. So that's just in this format. That's better for me.
You're been utilizing Mexico and Puerto Rico flags. Any messages to Puerto Ricans?
Yeah, they didn't have a Puerto Rican flag, or I would have had a Puerto Rican flag on me too.
So
yeah, I know. I had one in my house too. I'm like, damn, I should have bought one. But yeah, we only had the Mexican flag here. So, but yeah, I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. You know, it's on the shorts. My dad's Puerto Rican. My mom's Mexican. Very proud of my heritage, and I mean that's why I fight the way I fight. It's in my blood.
Anthony, congrats again on the win tonight. One thing that's really stuck out about this week specifically is you're getting back to really enjoying the process of the fight week.
Yeah.
Especially moving forward, how big is that for you, moving forward towards the championships? And,
bro, even just seeing them fans out there, I almost wanted to cry. Like that emotion of like having that energy again. And I haven't felt that in a long time. You know, having the emotion of the fans there. You know, that's what I feed off of. You know, my name's Showtime for a reason. When the fans are there, bro, the lights are on, I turn to Showtime.
This is your first submission since 2018. Talk to us a little bit about the game plan coming into this one. Obviously, we know about your Showtime moves, but I feel like your grappling gets overlooked a lot in terms of by the fans and some pundits.
Yeah, I think I have more finishes by triangle than knockout now. Yeah. Like I've got so many triangles chokes, but yeah, my triangles are deadly. I hit him with that uppercut, and he was hurt. You know, I saw his eyes like go back again, and I was like, all right, should I finish it or just like let it marinate? And I let it marinate, and it was the right choice, man. Because you know, if I would have went up there and tried to knock him out, who knows what would have happened.
Congrats.
Thank you.
2 keys to this fight. Clearly, you went in and you dictated where the fight was going to go.
Yep.
And number 2, you cut him off at every angle or escape. Now, is that something specifically that you worked on in camp?
Man, that's something I worked on since I started jiu-jitsu. I mean, the biggest thing about jiu-jitsu is follow the hips. You know, if I can get my elbows in front of his hips, I'm winning the exchange. And I was in front of my coach. It was just perfect. Diego Marias was just in there telling me exactly what to do. Hands off the mat, hands in armpits, block the hips. I was just listening, man. I felt like a video game. I'm like, damn, I'm just doing what he was saying.
Anthony, any message to the haters out there, the people that doubted you?
Keep hating, man. I need it. Keep feeding me, man. I love when the haters come. I love when the haters say, yo, you should retire. All the fighters, man. I feel like all the fighters that fall into that social media trap is not good for us, man. Like the fans that you win a fight, oh my God, everybody's on your dick, and then you lose a fight, oh, you should retire. So like, man, I've been here before. I love the haters, I love the fans, I love it all.
Thanks, Anthony.
Can you talk about the difference between a PFL fight week and a UFC fight week?
Man, it's totally different because the PFL fight week is all about the next fight coming up. Like, not only was I thinking about Miles Price, I got to think about saving my body for in 8 weeks. I got another fight coming up. So that was the hardest part of last year. You know, I didn't put in a long enough training camp to go back-to-back fights like that. You know, I did a 2-month training camp for Collard, and I got injuries in that fight. So I was like 3 weeks out with a foot injury. And after that fight, you know, obviously I couldn't tell the commission anything. I didn't want to get suspended. So I was like, you know, I'm fine. I went home, had a fractured foot, a little small tear in my Achilles. So that was a hard part of the weight cut, hard part of the, like, I learned from that. I was like, yo, let me front load my camp, and it shows right here, man. Like, you know, I got 6 points. I'm in first place for the lightweights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I'm pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot as long as I go and get my finish next one.
What's more important, getting the championship and the check, or avenging your losses from last season?
Both. I want both of them guys. I think the PFL knows what's up. They want to see them fights too. I mean, me and Clay that was a classic. You know, even though it didn't go my way, people loved that fight. All the highlights were from that fight. Even Montefiore, like I said, I'm not a hater. Big ups to Montefiore. He got $1 million and he got to become a full-time fighter. I know how that feels too. So I'll see them both. For sure. I'm gonna see them both. I guarantee that.
Congratulations.
My guy, last time we talked, remember Anthony Pettis fighting championship. At the very end, I said, hey, 2022 PFL champion. You said, manifested. Do you really believe in that?
Oh man, I did the work. You know, I think with my coaches, you know, my coaches weren't letting me not show up for practice. Jorge Capetillo, bro. Like, if you watch my Instagram every morning, 6 a.m., if I missed, he would make me feel guilty. And I was like, damn, I missed that feeling of like being held accountable for something. And you know, he did that for me, man. So big ups to Jorge Capetillo. Duke Rufus, always in my corner always. He came out to Vegas to live with me for like 8 weeks. You know, he's a daughter back home, and he missed time away from that. So a lot of sacrifices were made, not only on my behalf, of my coaches, my agent over here, Melky Kawa, bro. He put me in this position. You know, I got to thank everybody.
Stanley, man. I told you, under 2.5 rounds plus 170 to kick.
Did you bet? Did you bet? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Dope.
Anthony, you're no stranger to pay-per-view events. PFL's adding that pay-per-view division next year. Do you want to transition to that after?
Oh, I got some big plans after this season, man. I'm just gonna stay focused on this task at hand. You know, I can't get in front of myself. You know, I still got 3 more fights to win.
Anthony, the fight went about as perfectly as it could have, but you didn't get a chance to show off that Capetillo boxing. How important is it to show the progress you've made in your next fight?
Oh, I did. The reason why he didn't get on that takedown was my range. You know, like if I would have started the fight like I usually started, you would probably saw like a jump knee or some crazy kick, and I would have probably been up on my back right away. So I think that stuff position, that first little uppercut, the range is what like I'm looking at. You know, like the little adjustments like that, because like small details matter at this level.
Definitely. Thank you.
But yeah, once I get to progress and get to see Montefiore and Collard, them guys don't shoot for takedowns, and I don't shoot for takedowns. So we'll see it.
Anthony, we spoke about redemption before in the pre-fight. How do you feel this fight got you started on that path of redemption this season?
It was exactly what I wanted to happen, man. 6 points. I knew I needed that 6 points, and I let it marinate. You know, I didn't go out there and try to be trigger happy with it. Like I said, I didn't throw no crazy kick. In my head, I was like, jump knee, jump knee. I'm like, nope, let me just calm down and relax. And I beat my own self in that position, because that's what got me in trouble last time. You know, I was in these exchanges, and I do a dumbass cartwheel kick or something stupid, that put me in a bad position. And it's hard to not be Showtime when that's just in my head. Like that's what I do.
Now you learned patience, coming into this fight. What do you feel you can take away from this fight to go into your next one?
The training camp, bro. This is exactly what I did for that training camp. That same amount of hunger, that same amount of drive. I can't get big-headed, and I can't be like, oh, I'm guaranteed a playoff spot. No, I got to go back in there, hopefully get another 6 points and get 12 points and guarantee a playoff spot.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, bro.
Anthony, you also talked about, slowing things down, not trying to be Showtime. Still ended with them out of triangle finish, so these things are kind of fine.
Man, I think my style is flashy. Like once I let it marinate, whatever happens is usually a flashy finish. But I can't force it, and that's what I was proud of myself for not doing. Even when I was in his guard, I kept thinking stand up, spin around, and pass. I got a cool little spin around on the guys on the cage, and I didn't do it. And I was like, yo, let me listen to my coach. He was telling me the right instructions, and it played out right, man. So it's been a while since I felt like that, where it felt like a video game.
Anthony, congratulations on the victory. How do you plan on celebrating tonight?
Man, I'm gonna go see my wife. My daughter's at home waiting for me. I got front row tickets to the Canelo fight, so I'm going right over there and watching that.
Real quick, Anthony, you're a fan of me. Where are you gonna put your new daughter?
I was just talking to my wife about it. It's funny. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna do the arm or the ribs, or I'm not sure yet. But on her 1-year-old birthday, that's when I got my first daughter's tattoo on me. So on her 1-year-old birthday, which is next, like, damn, June 14th, coming quick. So I have to get it. Thanks, bro.
Real quick on Zoom, Kyle.
Anthony, congrats on going back to your old Showtime self. We loved it. What do you think was the difference between you and last year?
Man, my training camp. Last year I definitely underestimated what I was getting myself into. And like I said, I only did an 8-week training camp for a full season, and it wasn't enough. And this time I started camp right after Christmas. December is when I started getting back in shape. And the body feels it, the mind feels it. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be at. I don't even know where to look at for this interview.
No problem, man. And then, for instance, like someone like Tony Ferguson fighting, this weekend, which he almost knocked out. What do you think is the difference between someone like him, who's almost on retirement, and someone like you, who looks like they're reborn?
Well, he's not on retirement, man. Just because you lose a couple fights to the best in the world doesn't mean you need to retire. That's like saying somebody that has a bad job, in the media, they should retire. Like, it's up to him when he wants to retire, man. I'm tired of people forcing retirement upon fighters. Like, if he's hungry and he wants to keep doing this, Tony. And Tony's a monster, bro. I think he will have a great performance tomorrow. And I think the difference is nothing, man. He's Mexican. He got it in his blood, and I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow with some vengeance.
Thanks, Showtime.
Appreciate it, bro.
Love it.
All good?
Two more.
Let's go.
One, where's the chain? 'Cause I was.
My wife got it, man. My wife got the chain. Yeah, I didn't want to leave it in the backstage.
So last one, how are you enjoying it here in Texas?
I love Texas, bro. I love Texas. A lot of my people are here, bro. I seen them out there. It felt good. Like I said, when I saw the fans, I got emotional a little bit. I had to hold it back. It was like a good feeling. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.